Hi, good morning all. Welcome to the Early Bird. We're going to take a look at last night's games. We'll start out east, of course, as there were some real fun ones yesterday, but there was also some tight ones and again some runaways. So, guys, the trend of a lot of goals continues. Let's get into it. We will go to the first game. We'll go to Long Island, where the Hurricanes are playing the Islanders. Hurricanes win Game 4, push Islanders to brink in Eastern first round. As you guys see, 5-2 final. The numbers. Even in shots on goal, 29 apiece. The Hurricanes were 2 for 5 in the power play. The Islanders were 0 for 3. Hurricanes out-hit the Islanders 42-32. Hurricanes 21 blocks, the Islanders 20, and the Hurricanes 9 giveaways. The Islanders really uncharacteristic 20. Shots on goal. 9-7 in the first for the Islanders, 12-9 in the second for the Hurricanes, and then the Islanders get the edge again in the third, 11-10, 29 apiece for the game. Scoring. Jarvis from Neeson and Burns opens it up at 4:05 of the first on the power play. And then again in the second period, Nietzsche's from Neeson and Aho makes it 2-0 early in that period, again on the power play. Then 3-0, Aho from McEachran at 13:30. 3-0 after 2 periods. We head into the third. Jarvis from Aho and Pesci makes it 4-0. Game over basically at that point. Another early goal in the period at 1:20 in this one. Pellick makes it 4-1, 3:14. I guess the Islanders didn't give up, as we could tell there, but I was pretty bored watching this game, guys, to be honest. Then McEachran makes it 4-1 at 14:01. Game was over, we knew it. And pretty meaningless goal, shorthanded. Bo Horvat from Mayfield makes it 5-2. That's as close the Islanders would get in this one. Really, I thought in this game that really special teams really is what did in the Islanders early, but you can look at anything and say that the Islanders just don't score a lot of goals. They just don't score a lot of goals. And if they're not getting the goaltending and they're not clamping down on their opponents, they're usually not going to win. So right now, we'll see if the Islanders and their veteran leadership on that team can rally the troops. I don't know. I have my doubts. All right, let's go check out the Bruins at Florida. Bruins defeat Panthers in Game 4, extend lead in Eastern first round. Boston win this going away 6-2. The numbers. Panthers, again, outshoot the Bruins 44-31. Face-offs, wide edge for the Bruins, 64% to 37. They were 2 for 4 in the power play. The Panthers are 1 for 4. The hits in the game, Boston out-hit them 36-30. Boston had a lot more blocks also, 25-16. There was some pressure by the Panthers, though, in this game. The score doesn't indicate. Allmark, I will say, in this game played pretty well. Then 8 giveaways for the Bruins, 9 for the Panthers. Shots on goal. 15-12 Florida in the first. That was really their chance there, I thought, in this game. Really, if they were going to do anything, it had to be right there. They had to get something early. Then they outshot the Bruins 12-8 in the second and 17-11 in the third for that 44-31 total. Now, let's look at the scoring. Marchand from Zacha and Bertuzzi open it up 1-0 on the power play. As we're seeing a trend here, folks. And then DeBrusk from Orlov and Hall early in the second makes it 2-0. And right there, I'm like just rolling my eyes. No joke. I'm rolling my eyes in this game. Tkachuk makes it a game, 2-1 from Verhaeghe Montour. But anyway, let's go into the third. Tyler Bertuzzi continues his good play, makes it 3-1 from Carlo and Foligno early in the third. Pretty much the dagger, I thought, especially the momentum, the way the game was going. You thought that Florida had a chance. And then Bennett from Montour and Tkachuk makes it 3-2 on the power play. That would be it for their night. Then DeBrusk makes it 4-2 at 8:05 from Zacha and Hall. That was for sure was the dagger, there. Makes it 5-2. From Nosek and Ullmark. Ullmark even got an assist in this game. And Taylor Hall again from Laco and Hathaway makes it 6-2 with, 30 seconds left in the empty net. If Florida is going to make this a series, they're sure as hell tricking me at this point. They can't, even when they have the momentum, they can't seem to have the momentum. Like this Boston team, folks, can be outplayed, and it's either their goaltending or it's something. There's some reason why they just, put it this way, there's no one player leading that team. It's just a force that comes at you. They're going to be hard to put down. They're going to be hard to put down if they're going to be put down. All right, let's go out west. I'm on a schedule here. Seguin Stars hold off Wild in Game 4 to even Western first round. You see there, 3-2 Dallas over Minnesota. And the numbers say 34-24 shots on net for the Wild. Face-offs pretty even, 51% to 49. And 2 for 3 in the power play for Dallas, 1 for 4 for the Wild. The Stars had 32 hits, the Wild had 26. The Stars had 18 blocks, the Wild had 16, and the Stars had 6 giveaways, the Wild had 12. Shots on goal. 9-8 Mini in the first, 14-11 Mini in the second, 11-5 Mini in the third, 34-24 for the game. If you're guessing that goaltending won the game for them, you're exactly right. Scoring. Seguin opens it up after a scoreless first period at 15:42 on the power play in the second period from Hintz and Robinson. And Robertson, I don't know, does he have a goal in this series? I don't recall. I can't remember. I don't think he does. He's due to score. So they're winning 1-0 here. Going into the third, Dadonov, that was the dagger, really. From Hintz and Lindell, makes it 2-0. And Klimberg, finally, these guys figure out a way to beat Ottinger, because Ottinger in this game was brilliant. From Zuccarello and Hartman at 5:58, they're still in it. Then Seguin on the power play puts it away, really, at 3-1, because a 2-goal lead with the way Ottinger was playing, forget it. At 16:29 from Ben and Hintz, makes it pretty much a 2-goal lead that they're not going to catch. And still, they pull within a goal. Goudreau from Boldy and Klingberg. They pull within a goal, but it ends there. And that was on the power play also. Yeah, the story in this game easily was Ottinger, really. I mean, he just was outstanding. The truth is the better team did not win that game, The better team lost. And Minnesota have to just pull up their socks and move on. What else can you do? You're going to run into goaltending some games. You're going to run into bad breaks. You're going to run into all sorts of things in the playoffs. But that was the Ottinger of last year. And they said a statistic actually in the game. I recall they said his record after a loss, coming back after a loss, is 17-1-3 this year. That tells you a lot about his character. All right, let's go to the nightcap. Oilers rally, defeat Kings in Game 4 in overtime to even Western first round. As you see there, 5-4 Edmonton in overtime. The numbers? Oilers outshoot them 42-39. Faceoffs pretty even, 48% to 52. Oilers 2 for 3 in the power play. The Kings 1 for 2. Hits, the Oilers only had 27 hits in this game, and they were outshooting them a pretty wide margin early, if I'm right. It was something like 9-4 or something. And the Kings had 40 hits, 21 blocks for the Oilers, 16 for the Kings, 8 giveaways for the Oilers, 14 for the Kings. Shots on goal. 11-9 LA in the first. Down 3-0, as we know. And then the Oilers rally back with a big period of their own and score 3. and a 20-8. They outshot the Kings in that period. Then that third period, I tell you, if it wasn't for Campbell and nets, really, Campbell was actually brilliant in that third. 17-7 for the Kings in the third. And the Oilers in the overtime get the upper hand, 6-3 shots on goal there, 42-39 for the game. Scoring. Velarde from Fiala and Iafallo score at 9:25. They open it up, 1-0. Then Arvidsson from Moore and Deneau makes it 2-0 at 16:48. And then another late dagger, Kopitar from Fiala and Kempe makes it 3-0 on the power play at 18:11. End of one. Second period. Bouchard. The Oilers' rally begins here. Bouchard from Draisaitl and McDavid on the power play makes it 3-1. Then Draisaitl from McDavid and Hyman at 9:41 makes it 3-2. Draisaitl again at 19:49 on the power play. The late goal ties it up 3-3. The Oilers are feeling pretty good from Nugent Hopkins and Bouchard after two periods. You got to figure going into the third, they're feeling good. Third period, the Kings come out and they reset. Roy from Arvidsson and Deneau makes it 4-3, a 4:28, and that looked like it might hold up. It actually looked like it because the Kings were playing good. They weren't giving Edmonton very much. And then came with a perfect shot at 16:58, picks off the corner from McDavid and Ekholm. And I tell you, that Ekholm's been a lucky charm for them. Forcing overtime. We go into the overtime. The Oilers get a power play. They don't convert. But then minutes later, Hyman from Bouchard, the winner, at 10:39. And if you're an Edmonton Oiler fan, you're breathing a big sigh of relief getting out of that game. Your season was on the line, and the Oilers rallied like a good team should. They rallied in that third, and when they got that goal by Kane, I'm cheering for the Oilers in this series, and and I'm not no hate on the Kings. I can live with the Kings moving on. I was pulling for them in their 2 cups, so. But I want to see the Oilers, go deep this time around with McDavid and this bunch, this high flying bunch. They're fun to watch, so. We'll see. It's going to be hard to tell how this is going to break out now back in Edmonton, because if you would have told me the Kings were going to outplay the Oilers like that in the third period, I never would have believed it. The way they closed out the second, I just thought the Oilers were going to come out real strong in the third, and they didn't. So, all right, guys, that's it for this one. We'll leave it there. So the Bruins take a stranglehold in that series. I didn't think they'd go in there and win both games the way they did. They won pretty damn easy, to be honest. The Hurricanes, I don't think much of a surprise that they got a split in Long Island. The Stars, if it wasn't for Ottinger, might be facing a 3-1 deficit right now in this series. Really, Ottinger was just amazing. He was the goalie of the night, the day yesterday. And some props to Ullmark, though, I will say, but Ottinger was brilliant. My goodness. And maybe Campbell's found his game. The guy's been invisible all year. Maybe he's found his game. We'll see. All right, done. I got to get this out there, guys, and I'll see you tonight. Have a good one till then.